Today I am renewing this workout bench for the CrossFit that I work out at. I am happy to work on something industrial like this and get more practice with upholstery. Hi, my name is Adi and I'm a newbie furniture flipper here, homeschooling myself on all things DIY around the house and furniture. First thing was to get all the staples out, which is both tedious and a good workout for my grip. Took a time out there to help my honey clean up the front yard because we are getting it ready to be my outdoor workplace now that all the rainy season is over, Okay, rainy season is over, but not allergy season. So first thing was to get the bench cleaned up and sanded and ready for a fresh coat or two of some black Rustoleum spray paint. Of course, it's important to gear up with respirator and eyewear. I used the 220 grit and this soft sanding pad just to get everything flush and cleaned off. I'm not sure how important that is for adhesion, but it felt right to get everything cleaned up and ready for spray paint. I was so excited to get this spray painted and cleaned up that I went right in with masking everything out and taping it all up. And then I thought to myself, why didn't I just unscrew the 2 bolts there and remove the metal frame from the base? I don't know. People, I'm new at this, and maybe I was just worried it wouldn't all fit back together correctly, but yeah. Thinking back, I could have just opened up 4 screws and separated it, and then also saved some time because of course I needed to let this all dry before I could go in with reupholstering. Nonetheless, it looked great. I've learned the hard way to make sure I get light layers of spray paint on and not try to get it all fully coated on the first try. So this was my first layer, and after it dried, I went in again with a second layer. So I chose this kind of a foam, which acts more as just a buffer between the wooden bench and your body, rather than being a soft cushion that accepts the weight and the contours of the body. So this is what was under the material in the first place, and I just bought a new piece. I marked everything out and cut it down to size. Don't worry. No wood was injured during this process. I made sure to lightly score the foam and then lift it up before I cut through. There was a small piece missing from the length of the bench, so I cut an extra piece of foam and I attached them together with some spray glue. And while that was drying, did a second coat of the Rustoleum black paint. Now it was time to get everything set up. I put the fabric down, the backside up, my foam, and then the bench on top of it, and began testing, making sure I had room all around it to be stapled, and went straight to work. Well, at least I got the satisfying tape peel going here, even if I didn't really have to tape it, but you do your best. I cut the foam about 1.5 centimeters, maybe 2 centimeters bigger than the bench, and this way really pulled the upholstery snug and tight, and the foam covered the side of the bench as well. I imagined lying on the bench and doing a chest press wouldn't be nice to hit the wood. So as you can see, the foam goes right over the edge, and I pulled the upholstery nice and snug in a few spots and went around making sure it looked good, it was tight all around. I had enough space everywhere to get the staples in, and once I was sure, I went in and stapled it all up. It's good to go slow around the corners and just do small tiny creases each time so that you get a nice tight snug corner. Don't worry about using a lot of staples there. I've seen many chairs where professional upholsterers really go at it with the staple gun there, and it's important to have the corner be nice and snug and tight. When I was ready, I cut off any excess material and then went around and did a second row of staples all around the bench. And that was it. My bench was reupholstered with new foam and material and re-spray painted. So I put her back at home where she belongs at CrossFit. And I'll see you guys next time. Please subscribe so that we can keep in touch. See you soon on Raising the Grain.